Is this the right fit for the Rangers as they look to step into their championship contender window? I mean, you could argue they were already there, but is this the right move?
So if you rewind back the DFO Rundown podcast with Jason Greger 2 months ago, I mentioned then that Laviolette, not to pat myself on the back, like my arm isn't that long. I mentioned that he was the perfect fit in my view for where this team is at this exact juncture. They got to the conference final ahead of schedule 2 seasons ago. Last year, a disappointing step back with a loss in the first round. And they also have a lot of the positional checks applied to their roster as well. They've got the goalie in Shesterkin. They've got the Norris Trophy winner in Fox on the back end. They've got all these forwards up front that they're loaded with talent. How can they find a way to complement this group, better surround it, and put it in a position to succeed? I think one of the big things missing was the coaching and the in-game adjustments and all that goes with that. I've seen Peter Laviolette up close. I've seen him cook. I covered him for parts of 4 years while he was with the Flyers, and saw him take that team that was a 7th seed to the Stanley Cup final in 2010. And in his second season with the Nashville Predators, take that team to the Cup final. So you mentioned it, 3 different franchises to the Cup final, having won once. He's just got, I'll tell you what, an innate gut feel, whether it's the in-game situation, calling a timeout at the perfect time. He gets it. He senses it. I don't expect him to change his style. He's not going to be any different in New York than he was in Washington or Nashville or any of the other stops that he's had along the way. Peter Laviolette is one of the winningest American-born coaches of all time. And I'd expect in New York, where he played his only NHL games and has a small connection to the organization, that this is going to be a great fit.